Hello, ladies and gentlemen of Stewart County. I wanted to make this video and others because you should have as much information available to you as possible to make informed decisions about our county. This is an important time in Stewart County's history. Our county mayor's election of 4 years ago, where you chose me as your county mayor, was historic. It marked a moment in time where Stewart County was at a crossroad. It could stand still or it could move forward. You chose to move forward, and we did that with an equality-based formula that benefited the whole county. With that equality, we've racked up 4 years of unmeasured success all across Stewart County, and we're just getting started. In 2022, we will continue that success. We will continue to promote our county, and just like with the Tractor Supply Company, we will bring that grocery store to the eastern side of Stewart County. For 4 years, we have proven that I am a mayor for both sides of the river, and that won't change. We must always put Stewart County first, and we should never put anything ahead of Stewart County. After all, what is Stewart County? Stewart County is its people, its history, and its culture. From Indian Mound to Standing Rock and Leatherwood, from Bumpus Mills and Big Rock to Cumberland City, and all around Dover, we all make up what it is to be Stewart County. From our churches to our community organizations, from our senior citizens to our youth on social media, and from the good folks who step up, and fill out our nonprofit organizations, we all pitch in to help make Stewart County stronger. This is how we thrive, but we have to work at it. Because we are so rural, and because the federal government owns half of the prime real estate in Stewart County, we are very limited on our tax base. We rely on our nonprofits and the volunteers who make them work to provide many of the services in Stewart County. These services include animal control, our Stewart County Fire and Rescue, many of our health services, our Historical Society, our archives, our Arts and Heritage Council, and others. And they are all sustained because of the selfless work of our county volunteers. This is why it is very important that we continue to support our nonprofits the best we can. Without them, we would not have many of the services we need in Stewart County, and their funding is a small price to pay for what we receive from these faithful volunteers. Just as we've helped our essential employees of the county, we will now begin to assist our local nonprofits with federal ARPA money. As many of you know, this is budget season for Stewart County. We've already had several Budget and Finance Committee meetings, and we've heard all the departmental requests for the year. As your Budget and Finance Committee is faced with the hard choices that our county has to make, one of the first things they must consider is what impact the national economy will have on Stewart County. Our online tax revenue has exploded month to month and year over year for 2 years. And this has helped us offset losses in areas like TVA revenue sharing and the housing of state prisoners in our detention center. Will the nation's economy stay strong and allow people to continue to make the kind of online purchases that increased our county tax revenue 140% year over year? We can't be sure of that. That makes us very cautious with your tax money and reminds us that it must be allocated wisely. All that being said, due to diligence and frugality, Stewart County is sitting in very good shape financially. For years, with the help of a very strong finance director, our county has been going in the right direction as we bring our debt down. Our net county position in 2018 was a negative $1.66 million. Today, our net county position is a positive $7.1 million. Adding more good news, right now we pay debt service $2.6 million a year to pay off education bonds. In 2 years, that payment will only be $1.6 million, as $1 million is coming off the books. That means in 2 years, we will have $1 million more dollars to invest into Stewart County. 5 years after that, another $1 million in education bonds and other notes in general will also come off the books. This is a bright outlook, but down the road, we know expenses are coming. The biggest county expense we can anticipate right now is at North Stewart Elementary. We believe a new school will have to be constructed there within 8 to 10 years, if not sooner. But back to this year's budget. Your Budget and Finance Committee is making hard choices right now. Our last year's budget was projected to have a deficit of $484,000. That was last year, and we did end up the year very positive. When all the departmental requests came in this year, the cost of living allowance, the COLA, from the mayor's office, capital projects, etc., Stewart County was looking at a projected deficit of a negative $1.3 million. That was not manageable. While your road superintendent, Ronnie Sumner, and I didn't like it, we understood that the ARPA federal funds we had originally wanted to send to the highway, $500,000, would now have to be reapportioned to all capital projects, to include the highway, the sheriff, and the ambulance service. I requested the county use $483,000 of that $500,000 in ARPA funding for these projects. And that got us down from a minus $1.3 million to a projected deficit for the county of about $820,000. The Budget and Finance Committee still felt, rightly so, that number was too high, and more cuts to departmental requests were needed. Among the many cuts the Budget and Finance Committee is considering are no new full-time help at the election office, but a part-time person instead. No increase in pay for the part-time employee at the election office. No increase in pay for a county employee from $8.25 an hour to $10 an hour. No new part-time personnel at the detention facility. A limited step scale increase for EMTs, paramedics. No step scale increase for library personnel. No increase in part-time library personnel pay. No new Veterans Office part-time personnel at the price requested. No new nonprofit increases from their previous allocations. No addition of a fourth agent in the Agricultural Extension Office, which means they will continue to provide the services of 4 with 3 workers. Instead of a 3 to 4% COLA, the Budget and Finance Committee is proposing a 2% COLA. All of these additional cuts, the Budget and Finance Committee Chairman, Job, and Vice Chairman, Watkins, are considering are hard choices they and their committee have to make. I don't agree with all of them, but that's their call to make. I can only make full-throated recommendations. These cuts will bring the proposed budget deficit down to about a minus $650,000, and that is manageable. One suggestion I will give, and this suggestion goes to the heart of this county mayor's election and this county's commissioners' elections. If we are going to have to make all of these cuts at the county level, if we can't pay a decent living wage to some of our employees, if we can't provide the services that our veterans need, if we can't help our nonprofits like the Stewart County Fire and Rescue, CASA, and senior citizens to the degree they've requested, How can we forgive the town of Dover their state-recommended annual dispatch fee of $57,000 to the county and the E911? In a time of high inflation, high food, and high fuel costs, that $57,000 could have increased our county-wide COLA from 2% to 3.5%. It could pay for one full-time or two part-time jobs anywhere in the county. We need every county commissioner to step up on this. We work for Stewart County. It's as simple as that. This is what you need to remember when you are voting for your commissioners and your mayor. Who do we work for? We will continue to do all we can for the town of Dover. The city administrator and I have already worked together to split the cost of cutting the trees down on the levees of Dover. We've worked for 2 years to get a $500,000 multimodal sidewalk grant for Dover. And we all work together on the red light at McDonald's. The liquor license we're working to get passed at the county level could generate $150,000 in yearly tax revenue for the town of Dover and the county. We work well with everyone, but I will always put Stewart County first. Ladies and gentlemen, hard choices are being made right now by your Budget and Finance Committee. They are Commissioners Job, Fitzhugh, Watkins, Shepard, Luton, Dortch, and Tiber. They will submit their recommendations for the county budget to the full commission, and they will vote. We work for you. Let them know now, and let them know at the ballot box how you feel. God bless you, and may God bless Stewart County.